Cop charged with murder after shooting motorist who threw soup. The Director of Public Prosecutions has ruled that Constable Kevin Dilworth be charged with murder after he allegedly shot a 47-year-old motorist who reportedly threw soup at him during a traffic altercation. The deceased is Conrad Mahabir. Dilworth, a 36-year-old police officer from Spanish Town, was granted bail of $400,000 by Senior Parish Court Judge Yvette Wenworth Miller in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Tuesday. His attorney, Althea Grant, argued that he is not a flight risk and has served 13 years in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Dilworth is required to report to the Spanish Town Police on Mondays and Saturdays and will reappear in court for committal proceedings on February 7, 2025. The incident occurred on August 22, 2023, when Dilworth, while driving up Brunswick Avenue, identified himself as a police officer and instructed the deceased to clear the road. Dilworth claimed Mahabir was attempting to retrieve a firearm, prompting him to fire his licensed firearm, hitting Mahabir in the upper body. A licensed Glock 17 was recovered from Mahabir, who was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries after surgery. Dilworth has also been charged with using a firearm to commit a felony. The Independent Commission of Investigations and the Inspectorate and Professional Standard Oversight Bureau conducted an investigation, leading to the file being submitted to the ODPP, which issued its ruling. Carpenter ordered to pay $65,000 for assault incident at Clock Tower Plaza. A self-employed carpenter was on Tuesday ordered to pay $65,000 in restitution for assaulting a man during an argument at Clock Tower Plaza in September. Appearing before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, Wesley Campbell entered into a guilty plea for assault occasioning actual bodily harm. According to the police report on September 18, 2024 at 8:10 p.m., the complainant was at the Clock Tower Plaza when he got into an argument with Campbell regarding money Campbell had won. The accused then reportedly hit the complainant with a chair, causing bruises to his face. Campbell, however, told the Chief Parish Court Judge Chester Crooks that he did not mean to hit the complainant, but had moved the chair during the argument, and given the close distance, it hit him. At the very least, you were provoked, but it doesn't justify what you did, Judge Crooks responded. Noting that Campbell had no previous convictions, Judge Crooks added, "You both had a bad day. I'm not going to send you to prison." Campbell then apologized to the complainant and was ordered to pay $65,000 in restitution. They are to return to court on December 4, 2024. His bail was extended. Parliamentarians paid tribute to outgoing Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark. Members of the House of Representatives paid tribute to Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark, who is leaving the government to take up an appointment at the International Monetary Fund, IMF. Dr. Clark officially announced his resignation as Member of Parliament for North West St. Andrew and Finance Minister while at the Jamaica Labour Party meeting in the constituency. Dr. Clark has been Finance Minister since 2018. Effective October 31, he will take up the role of Deputy Managing Director of the IMF. In paying tribute, Leader of the Government Business Edmund Bartlett noted that Dr. Clark's contribution to the Jamaican economy through sound fiscal policies, which resulted in no tax being imposed during his tenure. Meanwhile, Leader of Opposition Business Philip Powell noted that Dr. Clark has served with distinction.
Jamaica is thankful for your sterling leadership of the economy, which has resulted in a number of positives during your 6-year tenure. Even your most ardent detractors, and there can't be many, will agree that under your watch, the net international reserve, NIR, has been the healthiest it has ever been in the history of the nation. You have presided over an economy which has seen the unemployment rate plummet to an unprecedented level of 4.2%. Your sterling leadership of the economy has also allowed for the government to fund a raft of infrastructural projects. The economic stability of the country has also allowed the government to provide an 88% increase in minimum wage.
We have had reasons to disagree. There's a government side, opposition side, and we have vigorous debates inside here on issues. But that notwithstanding, I think we have to recognize the high quality that the member has brought to the debate and the intellectual rigor. The member, despite one or two aberrations, has displayed tremendous civility and cordiality with his colleagues across the aisle, and we want to recognize that.
Health sector at a tipping point, stated Dawes. Opposition spokesperson on health, Dr. Alfred Dawes, is expressing solidarity for the healthcare workers who are protested at the infrastructural challenges and human resource deficit facing Jamaica public health system by wearing black. Clad in black at a press conference yesterday afternoon, Dawes, who is also a medical doctor, pointed fingers at Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton, who he has sought to blame game instead of addressing the infrastructural issues at the island's only specialist pediatric hospital. Last Thursday, it was reported that a spinal surgery for an 11-year-old was postponed at Bustamante Hospital for Children because the air conditioning, among other things in the operating theatre, were not up to standard. Tufton, in a press conference that same day, said arrangements were made to have the surgery performed at the University Hospital of the West Indies. He also asserted that there was no money issue involved in addressing the challenges facing Jamaica's public health facilities, but that systemic defects are being the ills affects some operators at hospitals. But according to Dr. Dawes, Tufton's response is pitting administrators against doctors, suppliers against the Ministry of Health in what is effectively crisis management. There is a reluctance for the persons where the buck stopped to accept responsibility, he said. He said the health minister's assertion that there is no money problem in the health system is an affront to the healthcare professionals who are working in subpar conditions. The doctors who have been sitting in the moldy clinics with fungus coming from the roof tiles, in the hot clinics without a fan or AC unit, who are just there for the patients, they are making a sacrifice because it is about the patients, so they try to get the things done, Dawes stated. They have to listen to the rhetoric today, where it is being said that money that they are being asking for repeatedly and being denied is not the problem, instead they are, he added. The Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, in a press release on Sunday, urged the Ministry of Health and Wellness to take immediate action to address the widespread infrastructural and human resource deficits in Jamaica's health system, stating that complaints about the health sector will become more frequent in the coming months. Dawes called for all stakeholders to work together towards a resolution. The powers that be need to also focus on repairing the damaged relationships between themselves and the doctors, the administrators and the nurses, and even patients who have been blamed for their part in this, and see how they can all sit down and work together to stop the slide, because, as I said, we are at the tipping point, he noted. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.